Guys, I know it looks like I'm in a super cramped space, but I am. I'm in our guest bedroom because Liam's asleep, and this is the only room I think he can't hear me in while he's taking a nap. Um, so I haven't made an update on him, I think, in a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and make his monthly update. I might not, I wasn't very good about making monthly updates on him anyways, so now it'll probably be like every 2 or 3 months when I make an update. But I'm gonna go ahead and make one now. He is 17 months old. He turned 17 months old on July 25th. He is 29.2 pounds. I weighed him yesterday. And he's about 33, 34 inches long. He's tall. He's real tall. He's in 24, he can barely fit into 18 months anymore. He's in a lot of 2T clothes in 24 months. 3T is way too big, but he's not far from, being able to wear it without it looking too baggy. So he's definitely a big boy. He walks and all that good stuff. He runs actually now. And he is impossible to keep up with. He is so fast. He climbs everything. Everything's a jungle gym. I'm a jungle gym. The couch is a jungle gym. And he's learned how to escape the living room because I have the living room all blocked off so that he couldn't get out. And for the longest time, he couldn't figure out how to get out. Yeah, now I can. So he's officially the world's best escape artist. He has 12 teeth, I think. 11, 12? I don't know. He's got molars on top and bottom. Not all of them, though. Just like one, I think. He hasn't gotten in any canines yet, though. I don't know when canines normally come, but he hasn't gotten them yet. What else? He is eating okay. He still doesn't self-feed really. He wants to. If he could feed himself, he could, but I don't trust him to because he chokes really easy. If you put something on his plate for him to eat, sometimes I do because there's certain things I can trust him with, but a lot of the times, like bread, can't trust him with multiple pieces of bread because he just stuffs his face like a chipmunk and then he chokes. I can't trust him with certain fruits because he won't chew it all the way before he swallows it. He just crunch, 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 swallows. And it's obviously too big and he doesn't realize it. He just wants to, he's a quick, really, really quick eater. So he chokes a lot. And I don't know how to break him of that, how to get him to understand that you need to chew your food all the way and then swallow it, not just bite on it a couple times and then try to swallow it, because he chokes every time. So, yeah, we're having, I guess, feeding issues, but, not really. I just have to hand feed him everything that I think he can't do on his own, and break everything up a lot smaller than most people would do, just so I know that he's not going to choke. And that might be me being like extra paranoid. Like with his french fries, I don't give him a whole french fry. I bite off the ends and then give him the french fry. Or with if I give him a piece of a chip or something, I bite off all the sharp edges and make it round. I'm such a loser. But I'm just so scared. I know that's like way overboard and paranoid, but I'm like terrified that he's gonna choke. Like one of my biggest fears is choking, so I'm terrified my kids are gonna choke, so whatever. Anyways, so yeah, he's okay with eating. He loves pretty much anything. There's really nothing that he won't eat. For a while there, he was on a vegetable boycott, but now if you put vegetables in front of him, he just stuffs his face. Like, I can make him green beans and he'll just sit there and eat them. Like, no big deal. No seasoning, no salt, no nothing, just straight green beans, and he likes them. Mashed potatoes, just anything. Kid will eat anything. He'll drink anything too, except for soda. He doesn't like it. I've let him try it, and the bubbles just weird him out. He doesn't like it. And I tried like just carbonated water to see if he liked that, like the flavored kind. He doesn't like that either. So, which is a good thing. I know my kid's not gonna like be on soda a lot, or Cokes or anything like that. So he doesn't like Cokes. What else? He gets sick a lot. He's sick for the third or fourth time in less than a month. He is asthmatic. He's only asthmatic when he gets sick, though. Any other time, nothing. Exercise doesn't do it or anything like that. It's just every time he gets sick, goes into like a spasm, and he can't breathe. So he's sick right now, and we're not even going to bother with the ER because they're going to do everything that we already do at home, and they're just going to poke and prod and all that stuff. So we're just giving him breathing treatments, and he seems to be doing okay. Yeah, I don't think he needs a prescription because it's just a cold, because my mom has the same thing. And he's better today than he was yesterday, so we're good. Which thankfully we have TRICARE now, so we are not paying for this out of pocket. A little bit of it we are, but most of it we're not. Before, when we were having to take him to the ER, we were paying for it all. And we are in a huge hole with medical bills with Liam. After our Medicaid ran out, we didn't have a way for insurance. So, yeah, we were doing really bad as far as doctor visits go. Not going to them, we would go to them, but we would have to pay directly out of pocket. What else? He walks. Oh, talking. He's not a big talker. Like, and I don't know if it's because we're not teaching him enough or what. He's a big signer. He can sign a lot of stuff. But as far as talking, he's limited on what he says. But I did ask the doctor about that, and they said because he's signing, and I've probably already told you guys this, because he's signing, it's not that big of a deal that he's not talking, because he's still communicating, just not through words. He's doing it through signs, which aren't just signs I made up, they're actual baby signs. So she said that could be why he's a little delayed. Not that he's considered delayed yet, but still. So we're trying to work on words, but it's so much easier just to talk to him with signs than it is to actually mouth or to say words, because he can't get them out. He does pretty good at telling me what he wants through signing. What else? That's about it. He's a big boy, happy most of the time. He is going through terrible twos, though, because that child is about to drive me nuts with those temper tantrums. But what else can I expect at this age? So, yeah, that's all there is to Liam. He's growing, he's fast, he's cute, he's funny, he loves to laugh, he thinks everything's funny. He's a biter, he's a hitter, which I'm trying to, like, stop those behaviors, but I don't really know how to make a 17-month-old understand to not bite when they get excited, or to not bite when they get mad, or to not hit when they get excited, because he loves to hit. Like, he slaps when he gets excited. He just goes to hitting, and he's not because he's mad. He bites when he's mad. He also bites when he's happy, but he definitely bites when he's mad. But I just can't get him to connect. Hitting and biting you're not supposed to do that when you're upset. You're supposed to do that, or you're not supposed to do that at all, but you shouldn't do it when you're happy. You should do that. You should smile and laugh and all that stuff, which he does. He just adds in the extra physical part. So we're trying to get him to stop hitting and biting and slapping, and but he won't. And he is throwing the tantrums, but that's with the age, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, that's about all there is to Liam. And as far as I go, I'm pretty much fine. Everything's normal, other than the postpartum depression, which I guess you can consider now it's just depression. Since I'm so far out, I don't really know when they stop calling postpartum depression postpartum and just depression. So, but I'm doing better. I'm taking my medicine more. I'm probably gonna switch to something else because it's under control. Excuse me. It's under control, but I feel like I could feel better than I do, if that makes sense. Like, I feel okay, but I feel like I could do better. I guess I'll make this into a mommy and baby update. As far as my scarring and body goes, the scars are still really dark, especially the one that goes up and down my stomach from the bowel obstruction, that is really dark and it won't go away. The C-section scar isn't that dark. I mean, it's there, but I mean, obviously my underwear hides it, but I'll never be able to wear a two-piece with the other scar that I have because it's crooked and it's dark and it's brown because they sewed it right where my line, that brown line you get during pregnancy, they sewed that into that so that you can see parts of that peeking through. So it's got like brown, tan, brown, brown, tan. It's ugly. It's really ugly, and I'm disappointed with how they did that, but it had to be done. My periods, and this is probably TMI, so if you don't want to talk about periods and blood, I would advise stopping the video now. My periods when I first got done, because I didn't bleed that long after I had Liam, because they cleaned my uterus out when they went in for the infection. I guess they just sucked everything out, so I didn't have any, I stopped bleeding while I was in the hospital. I didn't bleed for 6 weeks, like some people have bled for like a week and a half, because they sucked everything out twice. But anyways, I got my periods back after that, and they've been regular pretty much ever since. Sometimes my period will be like a whole 2 weeks late, and I won't be pregnant. It'll just randomly be late, and then for 3 or 4 months it'll be mostly on time, give or take a couple of days. But then there's been sometimes where it's been like super late for no reason. And then gradually for the past couple of months, probably like 4 or 5 months, I've had clotting issues. Like huge clots are coming out, like silver dollar size clots, just huge. And I don't know what that is. Like, should I be worried? Do I need to talk to my gynecologist? Because my mom used to get like I'm not even lying, like she'll tell you if you ask her, like size of a 4-month-old fetus clots. But she had fibroids. And she also had a hysterectomy, but she was like 40, no, like 45, I think, 40, no, 40, 45, I don't know. She was like in her 40s. And that was after 3 kids. I've only had 1, and I'm only 22. If I'm already getting fibroids in there, that's gonna suck. But they seem to be getting bigger. And my periods are a little bit more painful than they used to be. Like, I used to never get uterine cramps. Or what I thought were uterine cramps. I always got them in my back. I always got back cramps. And now I get back cramps and uterine cramps, and they hurt so bad. It's not like crippling, but it's definitely irritating. And my mood is different. Like, yeah, I used to get a little pissy when I'd be on my period, and a little, you know, every woman does, but now I'm just like all out rage. I'm angry the first, like, and usually it'd be like the day before I start my period. Now it's like the day before, the day of, the day after, and the day after. Like almost all the way through my period, I'm just a complete bitch. Excuse my language, but I'm just mean, and I'm mad, and I'm sad, and just, I never had that issue with my period until like recently. So I don't know what's going on down there and up here and why they can't get along, but they need to talk. So yeah, so if you guys know what that could be, or I mean, I know your period changes a lot if you have a kid and all that stuff, but I hate being a woman. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. Surgical scars irritate sometimes, but for the most part, whatever. I still have gas stuck in there. Like, I know that sounds weird, but like from when they gave me my surgery on my bowels, I still have gas stuck in my abdomen, and it hurts a lot. Not all the time, but when it does hurt, it's like a lot of pain. And I'll get weird like tinges of pain in my scar area, but I guess that's normal. I don't know a lot about post-surgical stuff, so I'm just gonna assume that all this is normal. But yeah, as far as I go, I'm good. On the medicine, I'm doing decent. Could be better, but I think a lot of it's Riley's not here, so yeah, sorry, this has just been rambling, and I say like, and a lot. But yeah, but yeah. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, because at this point I'm just rambling. Have a good weekend, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.